like to tell you about these stones, these rocks. I'll start way back in, oh my goodness, the early 80s. I got my first canoe. It was a canvas canoe. I got it at a yard sale. And my friend and I, we went up to Currensville one day. Unfortunately, the water was very low, and very shortly after putting the kayak or the canoe in, we found that we couldn't make it go because the water was so low, and we had to walk in the river, pulling that canoe behind us for a very long time till we got to, I think her name was Mrs. Stone's house, and she and I called her parents to come and get us. But I had sandals on at that time. Remember, it was a 1983 maybe, and boy, I was crying. My feet hurt so bad walking on those stones in the Susquehanna River. Now we're going to go to another year. We're going to go to 1997. So in 1997, I went with two other women and we walked the Grand Canyon. This is the cane I used to walk down the Grand Canyon one day, and I'm not sure how I ever got out the second day. They don't help you, you know. You have to be fit, very fit. I think I remember them telling me that only 3 or 4% of the people that visit the Grand Canyon actually go down to the bottom and back out. And they won't help you. You have to get yourself out. When I got to the top the next day, my feet, the entire bottom of my feet, each foot was all blisters. It was pretty bad. I wasn't prepared properly, and I should not have done it. Now we're going to go to the year 2003. So in 2003, I had built my home here along the river, but I wanted to check out River's Bend, out past Goldenrod, the lots that were for sale. I was down by the Susquehanna River and I saw these beautiful stones. And of course I had to have a couple. I had sandals on again, and I waded out into that river, and I carried 2 or 3 times back to the Jeep 2 or 3 of those big stones. And I thought, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm going to pay for this. But I forgot about it and stayed at my home here that I built. But many times I've been in the river walking here. Not in the last few years, but I see people walking down the river, especially when it's low, of course. I saw my neighbor and her young daughter a couple times in it, and I'm making this video because I don't want anybody to walk in the Susquehanna. I don't want you to walk in the Susquehanna if you can all help it. Now I'm going to go to this year, 2023. And by the way, in 2003, I was on crutches for 3 days because my feet hurt so bad. And here it is, 2023. I went to the doctor, the primary doctor's office on Monday. And I'm paying now for what I did on those events that I mentioned. And if you do the dumb things I did, you're going to be paying for it too someday. So don't do it. So for you ladies, because the men don't do this, for you ladies like myself who wore high heels, pointed shoes for decades because I thought I had to look good. My shoe collection now is Dr. Scholl's mostly. And I'm just happy if I can still get in those and feel comfortable. So I've been there. They're going to sell you what you want. Don't want those type shoes any longer. Change, please.